Assalamu alaikum students. Today we have to study about the radioactive decay law. After having the knowledge about the alpha decay, beta decay as well as the gamma decay, we should have the knowledge of radioactive decay law. What it states that it simply states rate of disintegration. According to this law, rate of disintegration of a radioactive substance, rate of disintegration of a radioactive substance at any instant is directly proportional to the number of nuclei that remain undecayed in the substance. Rate of disintegration, rate of disintegration of a radioactive substance at any instant is directly proportional to the number of undecayed nuclei at that time. Simply, like we will take, if we are having initially we are having n0 number of atoms, n0 number of atoms at t is equal to 0. So initially we are having n0 as number of atoms. Let this n0 be 100 atoms at time t is equal to 0. Now after some time t, the number of undecayed atoms, if after some time t, if n is number of undecayed atoms, I'll make you understand what this last. If initially we were having 100 atoms and now out of 100 10 decayed, जो हमारे पास out of 100 we are having left with only 90. 10 atoms decayed, 10 nuclei decayed, now there are only 90. So now if I am going to find out the rate of disintegration, now rate of disintegration will be directly proportional to 90 atoms because 10 already have decayed. Once again, if initially we are having 100 number of atoms and after some time t, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 year, whatsoever, if we are left with 90 atoms, those are undecayed. So now if I have to say now the rate of disintegration will be directly proportional to 90 atoms instead of 100. So simply initially if we are having n0 as the number of atoms at some time, and after some time t, if n is number of undecayed atoms, if now there is n as the number of undecayed atoms, then rate of disintegration, then dn by dt. What you have to understand by dn by dt, that is rate of disintegration that is directly proportional to what? At that value time is directly proportional to number of undecayed atoms. dn by dt is directly proportional to n, and I will use here minus. Why? I will again repeat it. Simply, the law is rate of disintegration of radioactive substance at any instant is directly proportional to the number of undecayed nuclei at that very time. If initially we were having a time t is equal to, we were having n0 as a number of atoms. After some time, 1 minute, 10 minutes, 1 year, 1 hour, we are with n as a number of undecayed atom. Then rate of disintegration, rate we will put dn by dt. Change in n with respect to time, directly proportional to n. N is number of undecayed atoms. How much atoms have remained which are yet to be decayed? That is the rate is directly proportional to m. And negative sign here implies that negative sign means as n decreases, dN by dt increase. So this is the decay law. Decay law is simply the rate of disintegration is directly proportional to the number of undecayed atoms. Now we have to solve it out simply. You can place it like this: dN by dt equals to some constant times n, where this constant is called as what? This is called as the lambda, and this is called as the decay constant. Decay constant, and here we are having the negative sign. Now we can change it here, which implies dN by n equals to minus lambda into t. Now integrating this equation, we will get integral of dN by dt. Now there is decay for small atoms. We will find out for the whole decay for whole time. dN by dt equals to minus integral of lambda into t. Now this, which implies as becomes log of n to the base e equals to, from here we will have minus lambda into t plus c, which is called as the integration constant. Initially we were having the first equation, this as a first equation, this as a second equation. Now at t is equal to 0, when time was 0, how many atoms we were at that time? N is equal to n naught. Initially when time was 0, we were having n naught as atoms. Then this equation becomes as log of n naught to the base e equals to c, because this term vanishes. Now use this very value, use third in second. We will use this in this very equation. What will we get? Which implies simply get log of n to the base e equals to minus lambda into t plus c. Instead of c, we will place it a log of n naught to the base e. Now take this side on this, we will have log of n to the base e minus log of n naught equals to minus lambda into t. Simple. This side I took this, it becomes as minus. Now it is log m minus log n, which implies it will become as log of n by n naught to the base e. Now it will become as, taking the antilog, you will get it simply, which it become as e raised power minus lambda into t is equal to n by n naught, which implies n equals to n naught into e raised power minus lambda into t. This is called as the decay exponential decay equation. Decay equation. This equation shows that the whole of the sample decays after an infinite time. So if we have to make a graph, if t is equal to infinity, then n is equal to 0. None of the atoms will remain undecayed. Every atom is going to get decayed. If we have to plot a graph between what? This is time and this is number of radioactive nuclear atom. Radioactive nuclei. Initially, when the time was zero, we will have the huge amount of atoms, and the graph is going to go like this. Meets at infinity. This is initially the n naught number of atoms. So from this very graph, it is clear that after from this very graph as well as from this very equation, if in this very equation we will put t as infinity, then what we will get? We will get n, the number of undecayed atoms, that becomes as zero. This equation shows that it is after only after infinite time that whole of the atoms got decayed, that none of the atom is going to remain undecayed. This is called as exponential decay equation. Now we have to have knowledge regarding the decay constant. So as we have used, we know that we are having the equation n is equal to n naught e raised power minus lambda into t. If t is equal to 1 over lambda, which implies lambda equals to 1 over t, then what does this equation become as? This becomes as n equals to n naught e raised power minus lambda into 1 over lambda. This lambda and lambda leaves. Instead of t we put 1 over lambda. Lambda and lambda leaves, which implies it becomes as n is equal to n0 e raised power minus 1. So that you have to solve like this. It is n equals to n0 by e, which is simply n0 by 2.718, and that is 0.368 of n naught, or simply 36.8% of n naught. So what is n? Thus n is equal to 36.8%, but when lambda is equal to reciprocal of time. Thus you can say decay constant is the reciprocal of time. Decay constant is the reciprocal of time during which the number of atoms in the radioactive substance reduces to 36.8% of n naught. It determines this very decay constant determines, you will see it here, decay constant determines the rate of disintegration. If the value of lambda of substance large, if lambda is very large, then t is very small, then it will decay rapidly. If lambda is large, then t is small. T is small means that it will decay rapidly. If lambda is very small, then t is large, then it will take a large time to decay it out. So simply this was the knowledge regarding the decay constant as well as the decay equation. This decay equation gives the information after how much time the whole of the atoms will decay. This was all about the topic. Tomorrow we'll be with another topic. Till then, Allah Hafiz.